You guys asked for it. In our previous 1K PC build, we asked for 2K likes and we'll do a 2K budget PC. Well, we overshot our target. We got 3,000 likes. So of course, we got to do a brand new PC build. So this time, since the budget was slightly upped, we called our friends at Dreamcore, hey, we need some help here. So we worked together to pick out some parts and bang, these are all the parts for our 2K build. And of course, I might need a little help this time. So I brought on my good friend all the way from Dreamcore, Eugene!
What's up, guys?
Yeah, and you for what? Right, so if you want to know more about Dreamcore, you can check out Dreamcore's YouTube channel. Link is in the description below. And let's get on with the video. Eugene, so can you take us a walkthrough on what do we have here?
You have the AMD Ryzen 3600X, it's a great CPU, Ryzen Gen 3. Compatible B450 motherboard, ROG Strix nonetheless, so top end. Radeon 5700 XT, this is an aftermarket one, also just released recently. To cool it, you've got a 240mm radiator, all-in-one water cooler over here. You've got a 650 watt, fully modular power supply, and you went all out with Dominator Platinum RAM. So you've got 16 gigs of it, 3200 megahertz, Corsair blades.
What's most important is that it's RGB.
That's right, it's RGB. And
so
RGB means
faster, right?
Yeah, everything is faster with RGB, man. No, RGB doesn't make anything faster. It's just a bling lah, Yeah.
Alright, so now we got a pro on site. Let's get into what we should do first. Alright, so first things first, we are gonna set up the motherboard, right?
Yep.
So anything I need to do first?
Of course. So before you actually do anything, it's good to keep your work area clean. So no liquids on the table, no food around it. Get some tools. You need a screwdriver, right? A magnetic one will really help. Because later your screw drop in, you got to fish it out. Get yourself a nice pair of wire cutters. You got a nice knife over here. Dangerous, so be careful with your knife, but you need it to open stuff. So knife and cable tie for later on lah. Your cable management, right? Okay. And if you have the capacity, they sell this at Daiso, very cheap. Yeah? Just get a magnetic tray. Okay, so I guess we'll just dive in. We've got a SSD over here, we'll put that in later. So what you have is an anti-static bag. Okay, this protects the component within. Important, you need to just remove the entire thing. So just put your motherboard on your box. Right, this is by ASUS. They have a line called the ASUS Strix. If you guys are watching this video, the ASUS Strix is one of the top lines.
That I know.
Just a side note, right? Starting a build based on a budget is not the best way to go about building a new computer. It's like if you want to buy a new aircon, you go to the aircon store, and you say, hey, I got $3,000, give me the aircon, right?
Okay, yeah.
But the guy doesn't know how much, how big is the space you're cooling, right? And they're just going to give you something that's $3,000. But what if the aircon that you need is a $4,000 aircon?
Right. Okay, I get what you mean.
You get what I mean, right? So you bring it back here, you plug it in, you turn it on, aircon not cold, right? So if you're playing on 4K, you don't want to end up with like a 1060 or 1660 Ti. It's not going to work, right? So start with your requirements, then drill down from there, and then you see where you can cut. But I can't because I only have $1,000 or $2,000. I can't play at 4K. You just gotta make some compromises, lah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So needs first.
Alright. So we put in the
CPU first.
CPU first. Okay. So
great.
we had a little mishap the previous video where I placed the fan wrongly. Yeah, then I took out the whole fan.
Right.
The CPU came out as well.
So if something like that happens to you, don't worry. Okay. All that matters is that the pins on the CPU are intact. So the exposed parts, just make sure there's no thermal paste on them. It's not bent. Your CPU socket is intact. Everything should work.
Alright.
So you have here your 3600X. Okay, it's AMD Ryzen Gen 3. So first thing you want to do is make sure that everything, the pins are nice, right? The pins are flat.
Oh.
Yeah, you tilt it around a little bit. Do you see anything shining out of the, out of the norm?
Oh, so you must actually do that?
Yeah. Otherwise, if you've got a faulty CPU, you put in, you won't know it. Most importantly, you need to make sure that the CPU goes in the right way.
Yes, the arrow, right?
That's right, the arrow.
My hands are shaky.
Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So the next thing is just to push down the clip. Okay. The retention arm just goes down. Okay. There you go. That's
it. First step done.
So next thing you want to do is your RAM.
The RGB.
That's right, your Dominator Platinums.
The DOM Plat.
Okay, so the DOM Plats come very nicely packaged. Very solid. You can it's heavy, right?
It's quite heavy, man.
Yeah, it's solid.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Most of the time, it's clear which two slots to go into.
1 and 3.
Yep.
Alright, so is there a certain way to put in the RAM stick?
Of course. So RAM is what we call keyed. Keyed means you can only slot it in one way, not the other way. Okay. What we generally do is we put it down first. Right. Align the two sides, make sure it's in. Okay, let it fall in a little bit, and then press just one side. You hear a click, and then the other side. You hear both sides click.
Alright, so
Okay.
we got our RAM, we got our CPU in. Now, we need to...
After this, there are many ways to install a computer.
Okay.
Right? There are many ways to do it. What we encourage is to test everything out of the box before you put it in the chassis. So in case any of the things are not working, you identify out of the box first before you have to dismantle everything again lah.
Alright.
Alright, so after we're back here, monitor's been set up.
Okay.
So to turn everything on, all you actually need is your power supply.
Okay.
Right, so we need to open this up. Let's just Okay, so you've got a fully modular power supply.
What does fully modular mean?
Fully modular means everything is not connected. There's no cables on it. It's modular, so you can add any modules that you need.
Okay, I see.
A few things to take note.
Okay.
First, this is a Ryzen CPU.
Right.
And Ryzen CPUs don't have what we call an integrated graphics processing unit, no iGPU. So what that means is that these ports you see here, the DP, the HDMI, won't work. What you'll need to get display on this is a graphics card. Okay, so this one goes into the topmost.
Yes.
Okay, once you push it in, you should hear a click from the retention finger there.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah, that's right.
done. Okay, so basically, in this state, once you plug the power in, you should be able to turn your computer on and you'll get a display from your graphics card. But just to be safe, what we want to do is put a temporary cooler on your CPU.
Alright.
So everything's plugged in now.
Turn it on. Oh, yeah.
Post.
Oh, so simple. Turn it on.
Simple, huh?
Right. I see. Oh.
You got post.
Oh.
Great.
Okay.
Your 3600X is here.
Yes.
Okay. You have got 16 gigs of RAM.
Yes, that's
is
right.
There. Oh, sorry, I forgot one last thing.
Oh, well, yes.
You can't boot anything without a drive.
Oh,
so over
yes,
here,
our SSD.
You need an SSD, okay?
That's
so
right.
this is what we call the M2 SSD. M2 SSDs, not all of them are fast. The speed of the drive is denoted by whether it's an NVMe drive or a SATA drive. I think you asked the last time around,
Yes.
there are two M2 slots on the board.
Correct.
And which one do you plug into, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this one you need to check your manual. But you can use the term NVMe interchangeably with PCIe in this case. M2 socket, M2.1 and M2.2.
Okay.
So M2.1 supports PCIe and SATA drives.
Okay.
M2.2 supports PCIe drives. So for these drives, it's quite straightforward. You just need to unscrew the little retention screw there. It's a secure screw.
I mean, you do this on a daily basis?
I used to, but not anymore. We'll just need to put this board in the chassis.
Okay.
But before that, we'll want to do some pre-cable routing. Everyone who's built a PC before, most people who have built PCs before,
How would you open it up?
yeah, how would you take it out, right? So there's an interesting piece of trivia here, but I'll share that with you after you take the case out of the thing.
Alrighty then.
So no mystery, nothing wrong. That is exactly how you remove it.
Right.
But
alright.
if you remember from O-level physics, when things rub against one another,
Oh no!
okay, there is static electricity.
Oh, jeez.
So those are the time we've opened up so many cases, right? That I now have this fear of taking a case out of the box.
Now I'm afraid of touching it now.
No, so you touched it already. I saw you, and there was no puck, there was no sound, there was no shot from you. I have not, so I need to quickly just. Okay, done. Okay,
Yep,
so
we're good.
I am now safe. Okay,
We're good.
great.
Oh, okay, wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Physics. Oh man.
Yeah. 4 tempered glass screws. Now that your case is open, okay, we want to do a few things. Okay, we want to prepare it to receive the motherboard.
Now motherboard time. Right.
So before you insert the motherboard, make sure the I/O shield is on. Align your motherboard to the standoffs that are underneath.
Alright.
Make sure no cables are blocking the I/O shield as you install it. Okay, so thermal paste application, I like the rice grain method, and then squeeze.
Okay.
Okay.
Rice grain method. Yeah, that does look like a rice grain.
Looks like a grain of rice, So when you're doing the tightening, okay, actually tightening anything, okay.
Or hand tight.
Hand tight is one point. The other point I'm going to make is across.
Right. That's what my tech expert told me in the previous video.
Yeah.
Never put two of the same screws on the same side.
That's right.
Alright, so everything is done. So today we have learned a lot of new things, even cable management took me by surprise today. And Eugene says that this is not the best that they've done, and this automatically beats me hand down.
Really?
Hands down, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, It takes time, but as long as you plan, you know, everything, whether the things you buy, how you route it, how you plug it in, should be okay. You only get into trouble if you don't know what you're doing and you know you just dive straight into it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like I said, like, you know, what's the point of driving a car if you don't know what drives your car? Alright guys, any tips for the new learners out there who wants to build a PC for the first time?
Watch lots of videos like this one. Okay. Get practice. It's okay. Computers aren't that fragile. Right? Just try. You know, borrow your friend's one and try. Or you know, ask people like us because we've done it many times. We'll be happy to help you. You know, don't be discouraged. If it doesn't turn on the first time, it doesn't mean you're bad. Just keep going at it, man.
You only learn through mistakes.
That's right.
You only learn through mistakes, right? So there's a lot of things that you've probably learned today. Also, myself, I learned a lot today. So if you guys want to find out more about Dreamcore, just follow them on their Instagram, DreamcoreSG. Want to find more about them also, head over to the website. Link is in the description below. Thank you, Eugene, for coming today.
All right, man.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Now we have the 2K. So, you know, we should up the challenge a bit. You know, if this video gets 5K likes, 5K likes,
Okay.
we will do a 3K build. How about that, right? So 5K likes for a 3K build. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, check out Dreamcore as well, and we'll see you guys next time.